This episode of Dungeons and Dorkheads is brought to you by Green Man Gaming. Head down to the link below to get some fantastic deals on video games and shop with confidence, knowing that every game on this site comes directly from publishers and you get a fantastic deal in the process. Not only that, this video is also brought to you by XSplit. Head down to the other link down there and get in on the fantastic family of products that XSplit has to offer, including XSplit Broadcaster, which is a fantastic program for live streaming, video recording, and even making this video that you're watching right now. Head down to the link below. And let's not forget, this show wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for the great people making Foundry Virtual Tabletop. Head down to the link below. Foundry Virtual Tabletop is perfect for all of your virtual tabletop needs. It's very easy to set up, very easy to mod, very easy to get all of your game systems working, including D&D 1st Edition, D&D 5th Edition, Pathfinder, Fallout Pen and Paper, even Bunkers and Badasses. Head down to the link below and try out Foundry Virtual Tabletop absolutely free. And last but certainly not least, we need to give a big shout out to the folks at ForgottenAdventures.net for their dedication to the craft of map-making assets, virtual tokens, battle maps, Clip Studio brushes, and builder packs, all available on ForgottenAdventures.net. Link down below in the description. Everyone settles in for the night. The stew eventually arrives. It is delicious, and you all eventually find yourselves drifting off to sleep, and I have to ask, who is holding the crystal?
The crystal's in Relic staff.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I lose sleep,
Relic, then.
Twisty? Do I lose
No.
any sleep? How fucking long do you rant at me?
Yeah,
Do I lose
Matthew
sleep? How long?
Jacobs, make
How
a-
long do you?
Respectful of your bedtime. So like, when it is the general sleeping time, I will go to sleep when you need to.
He just stops mid like fucking rant. It just passes out. Just like, okay. Guess I'll get the rest of the Night Mother story.
You get he doesn't give you the whole lesson. He gives you the basic structure, just like so like Mother Night and Father Day. And at some point you're just like, wait, do I know Father Day? What is that the Morning Lord? Just like,
Yeah,
"You are
I'm like,
correct."
does he mean Lathander? Like,
Yeah, you're just like, oh, so you do know a little.
yeah, Lathander's one of our gods too.
Okay.
Interesting to see how far their worship reaches.
Now,
And then he goes into detail about how like 5 people worship him out there.
Oh my god. And Virgil would tell you about how his father and his sister are clerics of Lathander.
The Night Mother is overwhelmingly popular, I'm afraid.
all right. Well, refresh my memory. Does Amelia trance?
Yeah, she is an elf, so she does trance.
Okay,
Only need
so
4 hours.
Amelia and Duskin, you are only long rested for 4 hours. Is there anything you would like to do with the other 4 hours while you wait for everyone else?
I do sleep, but I
more.
am part of the 4-hour crew.
I was gonna say yes, sleep more.
I guess
I double long rest. Fuck you.
Jacobs,
I'm
you
Alright.
on
trance.
sleep.
I do actually sleep, but I only sleep 4 hours.
Okay, so it's most of the party then. Anything you guys want to do while waiting for the rest of the group to wake up?
I was just gonna try and remember a spell.
Okay.
Yeah, since I have had plenty of spells I've learned in my travels, I want to try and recollect one of them. Probably a level 1 spell at most. Just to write it down and remember it for later.
Okay.
So that'll be an Arcana check.
But okay, before that,
That's very good, actually.
in the night, Relic, you find yourself in some kind of ethereal place, surrounded by clouds? Dark clouds. Very dark clouds. Darker than any storm cloud you've ever seen. It's very quiet. Then you start hearing a little bit of thunder. And then suddenly this loud, booming voice hits you. A new hand touches the stone.
Motherfucker!
It's been a long time. I look forward to seeing what you are capable of.
Relic is just like deer in headlights, unsure what's going on.
You don't see anyone here with you. And this voice, it doesn't sound like it's coming from any direction. It sounds like it's already in your head. And then you wake up.
I gotta stop eating such weird cheese before bed.
So you wanted me to identify
It
the
is-
crystal?
It is day. The fires have gone out. Morning comes. Morning comes. There's a bit of a dew that's set in on the grass. There's a fog that's kind of going through the valley, but it's not too thick. You can still see the mountains off in the distance. It's actually quite beautiful. As you all come to. And you could all go ahead and hit that long rest button.
Oh, I didn't use any of the spells here. I used them on my own sheet. And I took no damage, so nothing's being changed.
And as you are getting your things together, kind of coming to, this harpy zooms over and lands in front of you, Amelia.
Hi.
Hi. I just flew 10 hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
You must be exhausted.
Right. But I've got something I'm supposed to tell you. They said they're gonna send over they're gonna send over a liaison.
Liaison?
Mm-hmm. They'll be here in about knowing those airships soon.
By the way, the 2d20 was my portent rolls.
Mhm.
I got 13 and 15. Those are stored until the next day.
Okay. That's the speech checks in the thing that you just used?
What?
That's the thing you use for the speech check.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay.
It is any d20 roll.
Okay. He says, okay, they'll be here soon. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go pass out. Bye-bye. And she goes over to this bedroll and just face plants onto the pillow and is immediately out cold. You can hear snoring.
When Virgil comes out of the tent, you see that I have already been up for hours, and I've already prepared the morning gruel from last night.
Oh, also, Hunter, since I got a 20, do I remember a spell?
How do you mean?
Amelia was trying to recollect a spell while she was awake, since he had, like, wrote magic books in her, like, past couple years.
I would
that
say
she's lost.
I would say a 20 will do it. Yeah.
Okay. I'll write down one spell.
What spell would that be?
As I said, it would be a level 1.
I've remembered.
I'm not gonna go with broke one. You know what? Let's go with bless. He now knows what bless is.
Oh, bless his soul.
Bless.
Okay. Go ahead and...
Can I learn that? Let me check that real quick, because the wizard may not be able to learn that.
Yeah, that's a cleric spell.
That's a
Fucking
cleric.
Matthew, who needs bless when you have the blessings of the Night Mother?
Exactly, and that's why I did not mention this, but I changed my prepared spells to include bless. How
Yeah,
flexible.
yeah.
Bless
Awkward.
you! And just bashes someone in the head.
Awkward.
Yeah, bless. Okay. I decided to wizard. She can learn false life, so an additional 1d4 plus 4 temporary HP. That's for herself, which could be useful. What is my dexterity? Because that could be helpful. Very good. Okay, I got a spell in mind. She remembers that she knew magic. She knew mage armor, which means AC becomes 13 plus a dexterity. So if I
Excellent
use
choice.
Mage armor is
so I'll have
very
16
good.
in armor if I use it, which is really good for me since I have no HP.
Excellent
Bingo.
choice.
That shit lasts all day, so it's very good.
You two probably most likely noticed that despite me being a human, I only did sleep for 4 hours.
Huh. Yeah, that's...
I have insomnia.
That's
That would be my assumption. I'd be like, oh, I must have
I mean-
insomnia.
That does kind of work. Assuming mage armor's an old... Yep, so it's in here. Okay, that's good.
Virgil's just like, oh, thank God. Now that we're going to sleep, I don't have to see Gruel anymore. Wakes up, the Gruel's already ready. Oh no, he doesn't sleep.
Virgil's were like, so long as I'm not the one eating it, whatever makes you happy,
Matthew has so many bags in his eyes. He has
No,
bags in his bags.
Ever since you met him, you've seen just like, wow, you could like store coppers under those.
Yep. Definitely.
Right. Was there anything else?
Just camp shenanigans.
Bananagans.
Oh yeah, Esther is just sitting on my shoulder.
All right.
Ah, bird's back.
Esther! Squaw. Squaw.
And remove the dead indicator.
Remove dead.
Remove
the
dead.
dead status effect.
I cast remove dead.
For some reason, I have no sight, and I'm Esther now.
Let me go ahead and just...
I think, okay, I got it. That's
do
weird.
that.
I can't see.
I can't fucking see.
So... Anyone else? Okay. Little bit of time goes by, and you're all settling in for breakfast, and sure enough, coming round the mountain is another airship smaller one this time, much smaller, that comes on in for a landing, lands safely.
Word?
That's changed.
Very important distinction.
That's a different. I don't know that to do that.
That
And-
bitch didn't crash. The fuck?
Couple moments later, you see a goblin walking through the gate. He notices you and walks over.
Hello.
Would you like some gruel?
Nay. Gods, the lot of you look like shite.
Thank you.
Well, we fell down a pit.
Virgil
I
just
got
doesn't make
urinated
guns.
on, and then soaked in waterfall water. So yeah, no, I'm not shocked. I don't look great.
Hell happened down there?
Well-
Gunther mentioned a hole and some folks fell into it, but
That was us. Luckily, the wizard girl that was on our squad actually knew Featherfall, so we didn't die from the fall.
she's alive?
She is alive.
Yes.
Where is she?
She is.
She should be in
Currently-
there.
Yeah,
And,
she's in the
study.
tower.
The letter mentioned you had a report.
Mhm.
Yes, we did fall down into, well, an ancient library. Text
Yes.
along the walls, books that were
And-
falling apart.
The magic
The
girl
dragon's
wrote
lair.
it all down so she can fill you in on what was learned from the library.
Yes, that's the gist of it. But she created an actual, written of what we encountered while we were down there.
Right,
It was quite deep.
right. See, you got a shiny new rock there.
Yes.
Yes, it looks very nice
Don't
and
really
stuff.
know what it is. I don't think Relic knows what it is. Oh yeah, I was gonna identify it. Wasn't I? Yeah.
Yep.
I'll do that now. Cast
You
identify
sure
on the
would.
tab.
Right, while you're doing that, gonna go find her, give her an earful, and he heads off to the tower.
That wasn't great, but whatever.
Alright, so you are casting Identify on the stone.
red- Yep, on the stone.
Alright. It is not a phylactery.
Okay.
This is a draconic shard.
A draconic guard.
Shard.
Shard. Okay, misheard that.
Make an Arcana check, anyone who wants to.
I guess I will, since I seem to be the Arcana. Someone beat me to it.
14.
I'm gonna use luck on that. I
Sure.
want a little better.
Actually, yours is slightly better than mine by a point by +1. So yeah,
Well, gosh diddly darn.
I'll do it then.
Not of me. But I have spells.
Oh, that is not great either. So the 14's the best we've got.
That is an oof and a half.
14. This is a rather interesting item. It's known that when a powerful gem dragon died, their essence could live on as a draconic shard through sheer force of will. You're not sure if the dragon in the cave was a gem dragon, so you're not entirely sure what it's doing there. You'd figure there would be more gems, but you do know that... Let me read here real quick. It cannot be destroyed conventionally. The shard's spectral form or destroying its vessel could force the spirit inside to retreat into the form of a cracked gem of the type with which the dragon was alive. You're not sure this thing was a gem dragon, so it might just die.
You didn't happen to hear any voices from the gem relic?
No.
Okay.
You do know it can grant enhanced power to the wielder's attacks or protection from psychic assaults. Could.
Well, that's neat.
Sounds a bit terrifying, but well, you haven't heard anything from the crystal because apparently it's a part of a dragon.
Relic
It's
puts
fine.
Relic puts the crystal to his ear.
You don't really hear much.
Relic gives it a few flicks and then puts it to his ear again.
It still nothing.
Okay.
Relic goes to lick it again.
Still tastes like a Switch cartridge.
What would be the parallel in a fantasy realm to a Switch cartridge?
Just get better. Stop licking it. To be fair, I
taste
still
cursed. Wait, what do cursed things taste like?
they could taste like anything, honestly.
Yeah, cursed don't really have much.
I mean, if I were to make something cursed, I'd imagine that I would make it taste good or something.
Well, then this
It's supposed to
probably
be
isn't cursed.
I mean, it still could be cursed. I mean, it's not. It's obviously not meant for eating. Like, if you cursed a muffin, you'd want the muffin to taste good, you know? But they don't anticipate people to eat the crystals.
Relic goes to like start. Is like about to take a bite.
No, relic, no.
Hey,
That's been
probably
down
not
there
too
for who
smart
knows
there.
how long. It's been down there for a long time. I really don't think you should put that in your mouth.
That's probably not a good idea there, lad.
Relic uses prestidigitation to clean it first.
I don't think that's gonna help.
I don't think it's a lollipop relic. I don't think you can eat it.
Uses prestidigitation.
Unless we
to-
truly understand it, maybe don't put it in your mouth.
I'm gonna make it taste bitter.
Siler does appear, by the way, with Adeline in tow. She's still really, she's really out of it. Just this zombie of a person, not unlike you, Matthew, but like she's just.
She managed to get less sleep than me.
You
skill
can
issue.
tell that she's really, really tired. She's just trying to remember how to be a human right now. She's been up all
Gruel?
night.
So I wouldn't be able to have to relate to that.
Right,
There's
from
anything
what
that'll make
she's
you up your fucking gruel. would.
right, from what she's told me, this is something real big. So we're gonna have to have you all report back.
Okay.
Right, we'll take my ship. We'll be there in 2 hours. So,
Is there breakfast on your ship?
aye.
Can I check the
that
quality
is-
of the ship? I guess that would be like, what would that be? What would be checking the quality of a ship? Guess that would be perception.
The workmanship, the make, the yeah.
Yeah, perception would be probably it. 1d20 plus 2. It's either that or investigation, which is also plus 2, so it's not gonna matters. Wow, that 3 was really a bad omen. Wow. It's a ship.
Looks good.
Eh,
It's an airship.
yeah.
Not that big. Notably, not filled with explosives.
That's a plus.
If I got one, I probably would have thought it would have explosives, but
But it's a ship. Lads, I flew it all the way here. It'll get us back.
yes, yeah. That sounds mean. I'm sorry.
Aye, never hurts to be cautious. Right, we'll set out when you lot are ready.
Gonna pack up my breakfast that nobody wants to look at.
I'm currently making something right now that I have the perfect pictures of what Virgil looks like if he were to try it.
Are you gonna make it your mission to sneak like pepper into his gruel?
At some point, I am going to flavor something. Don't you worry. I'm going to have you experience. I'm going to try to coerce you. Then at some point, I'm probably just going to stick it in there if you won't do it on your own.
The funny thing is, I've established that I have the magical ability to flavor it, but I've chosen not to.
Exactly.
This is horrible, and that's okay with me.
Right. So everyone's heading out?
Mm-hmm.
So,
After a gruel-filled breakfast, you all climb aboard the airship. There's no boarding ramp, so it's just this rope ladder that you climb up. There's two other adventurers on board, which you can assume are just there, like, in case something happens. And true to his word, it is not a long flight. It's about 2 hours. This thing is fast. And you arrive at the adventure camp before it even hits noon.
How's the in-flight meal?
The gruel was delicious.
Dry. It's pretty dry.
I wonder how good it was compared to the gruel.
I'm going to put this in the chat real quick. It's going to be, let me see, how many stages of grief is this?
What?
1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 screenshots I took in a row that will be Virgil if you were to try it, going through the four stages of absolute grief trying to fucking try this gruel. So there's the first one. Very bad time. Time is getting worse.
Oh boy.
Time is getting really bad. I am suffering.
The 4 stages of grief.
During this fucking scene in game, I was laughing so hard at all my facial expressions as I'm trying to drink that shit, and it's just like, trying the gruel be like, oh god, why?
Right.
Mistakes
so
were made.
The group arrives safely at the Adventure Guild camp where you started this whole endeavor. And Gunthurian is standing there waiting for you.
Hi.
It's just hi.
That is all you have to say?
I'm not very talkative.
Just hi! It is a momentous occasion! You have all returned alive! As I said you would, no less.
That is true. You proved me wrong there.
I knew you all had it in you! Oh, well done, comrades!
Didn't I? I'll take it.
Okay, so I do
Natural
notice
fucking 20.
that Duskin is creeping away, and I just kind of look at them and just Duskin.
So where are you going?
Duskin's going on his own adventure.
I'll have you know, if I got anything shy of a 20, I wouldn't have brought it up.
Comrade, we have
You
much
got
to
a nat
discuss!
fucking 20 to find Duskin. After we told him to let us know before he wanders off.
He wanders off.
Duskin.
As you step to the side,
Duskin. Sir, stop running away from the Lord!
as you step off to chase Duskin, Gunthurian catches sight of Adeline and is like, Oh, thank the gods she is alive! You have a lot of nerve running off like that, young lady.
She's the one that saved us from dying when we fell down that hole.
Is that so?
Yes.
Well then, perhaps a brief congratulations are in order.
She also did all of the writing down of our report of everything we found while we were down there, as well as what was written along the walls of an ancient library.
Ancient library, you say? How exciting! Yes, this could be extraordinary! Siler, come with me! We have much to discuss. And he excitedly runs off towards the tent with Siler and Adeline in tow.
Before she goes, Virgil gives her a pat on the back and a good luck.
She's like,
Virgil tried to have her back at least a little bit. She's like, okay, have fun.
Duskin, what are you doing behind the steering wheel?
Sir, stop running from the Night Mother.
Duskin, surely you don't intend on flying this thing.
Can Duskin fly an airship?
He's trying to figure that out. He's gonna find out.
I got an 18 on the roll.
Listen, Duskin, I don't want you to meet the Night Mother so soon.
Too much talking going on.
As
Please
you're
step away from the wheel.
as you're fooling around on top of an airship, this guy down here is like, oi, 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 down from there.
Yeah. No.
No. What you
I'm
mean
an airship
no?
and you're not. I'm literally on an airship and you're not.
I am literally in an airship right now, and you're not.
Right.
What's your name?
You're not my dad.
What's your name?
That's gonna these nuts.
Duskin, get off the airship.
No.
Duskin, maybe
I'm gonna
we
have
should
to
listen
report
to
this.
the nice man
Virgil
before we get in
leans to
trouble.
Relic.
Duskin, you're gonna get me in trouble.
I know, they won't get off.
Virgil leans down to Relic a bit. I know you seem to like him a lot, but please don't follow his example.
Not until I get a few more spells under my book.
Those two other adventurers get
all right,
called off to
then.
the main tent while you guys are
I
assing
I
around.
apologize.
The one thing to stop Duskin, the guy who will literally go into a lecture at any second being like, you're gonna get me in trouble.
You're gonna give me. I don't. It's one thing to give a lecture, but it's another thing for us to get kicked out and I have to end my pilgrimage, you know?
What the good
I won't be able to cross the Night Mother.
Listen. We can't steal airships.
I just imagine now it's gonna be a lot of.
But we shouldn't.
Not with that attitude.
Not with that attitude, just no.
We shouldn't, but we could.
As you're having this conversation, a polar bear walks over and is like, "Brr, brr, 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 brr."
I see this.
Now, is anything that the bear is saying is it all just bear talk, or
Wait,
is
hold
it
on,
in
guys.
any
I
druidic?
have the ability to comprehend languages.
Use a spell slot.
Are you sure that'll work? I can barely understand them.
Yes,
you
I
like
am
to-
sure.
Would you like
But
to cast that?
well, I want to
Yes,
ask.
I'm casting comprehend languages. I want to know what the polar bear is saying.
Well, I'm asking: is it just in bear talk, or are they capable? Are they speaking in druidic as a bear?
It is bear. It's hard to tell.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
It wouldn't. Well, it wouldn't be hard to tell if they were talking Druidic. I'd hear it.
But yeah,
Just bear, then it's like, yep.
go ahead and cast Comprehend Language.
I did.
All right, you cast that and you hear, "Good sir, the next time you climb up onto one of our sky shifts, I cannot promise that the administrative personnel that are currently operating here will be very pleased, and I will have no choice but to report your actions to a higher authority post-haste."
The polar bear said, "Duskin, you're not
What
allowed
he's
to be on
saying
this
is
ship."
you better not go climbing on those airships anymore.
Yeah, pretty much what he just said.
Wait,
Duskin over here, like these people suck.
you can understand.
Who's
Rules this-
boring? So boring around here. Ugh. The fun.
I'm sorry, but
What's it gonna do?
these airships are. We go through them very quickly, as I'm sure you know.
Wait, you're telling me that ship we crashed wasn't the only time you crashed a ship into something?
You must be new here.
Oh.
That is
Oh.
so wasteful. Virgil just looks
no.
distraught. Virgil looks so distraught thinking of how wasteful it is and ridiculous.
I do believe that.
You can
Well,
deflect
you
him
can't
all the time.
understand
Why
what he
can't I
said,
get the
Virgil. Unless, well, is
Amelia just brought it up though, so
You're
Virgil can hear what
translating?
Amelia's saying. Yeah.
okay?
I just imagine it like one of those like
The one that
one-sided
you,
telephone calls where they repeat everything on the other line. Just like, you mean to tell me you did this?
The vessel that you departed upon. That was but the 5th.
Oh
That
my
was the
god.
Mock Gunthorian if you must, but his tactics do work.
I'm not mocking it. I'm asking
Mark, but at the cost of
why.
a bunch of airships.
There are so many other
I'm
options.
assuming there's gonna be another crashed airship soon enough.
There are so
That's
many
the-
other options. Why?
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
I don't think
Right,
that would be
dude.
necessary. Would you know how long it takes to build one of these things?
Well,
Just get a couple mages that know fireball.
Well,
Just
I can.
fireball. Like Virgil just looks distraught.
we're mostly using transport ships. Those are a dime a dozen.
Pretty sure they're still pretty expensive, but if you say so, I'm on charge, so.
It's
eh.
this kind of nonsense that is ruining nature. The druid in me is just hurting. Seeing all these big wooden ships that are just being fucking thrown willy-nilly and blown the fuck up.
If we do not
yes, the
stop
best
these
being
dark
of nature
forces,
and
then
airship.
well, if we do not stop these dark forces, then I'm afraid that there will be no more nature to protect.
Duskin, where are you going?
I am aware of this, but still, I find it to be a bit ridiculous that our best and only course of action half the time is launching ships into things.
Well, that's not the only thing we do.
I mean, I know, but
Huh?
you
Sometimes we
catch-
launch
catch-
boats.
You catch my drift, though. There's more that can be done that does not require destroying the things we use.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Fire
does
ships
this
are
mean
an
you-
oddly effective tactic, especially in
Wait,
the
does this-
northern parts of this conflict.
Well,
I-
if judging by
I-
what you just said is true, do you also crash horses into the into buildings and whatnot?
Gods no.
Ah, the centaurs just crashing. That's enough horse for you.
Gods no. That would be
Oh,
inhumane.
okay. Okay, so you're not that inhumane.
Of course, we're not
Just not-
animals. I realize the irony in that statement.
Oh.
I wasn't gonna say it, but it was gonna make me feel bad.
So I will ask, do we have another assignment?
As a matter of fact, as Duskin is trying to step away, he, accidentally bumps into Siler. He's he's looking for you lot.
Oh, sorry, just keeps walking.
Hey, hear what I said? He turns to the rest of the party. What's with him?
He doesn't like to talk, so he usually just runs away from anything that's talking.
Yeah, not much of a talker, more of a go and I don't know.
Do whatever he
maybe.
wants.
Like the boss?
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, that
Aye.
sounds about
He just kind of goes.
Know the type. I've seen it all before.
Yep, there he goes. Virgil just looks on as Duskin walks away.
Seen it all before.
Well, we can fill him in later. Next assignment for us.
Right, they're waiting for you in the main tent.
Gotcha,
Okay.
gotcha. Much appreciated. Your mic cut out in a way that sounded like a guitar riff, and I was really confused.
Let me
As
go and
you're
get that
walking-
slow animation.
As you're walking, Siler keeps talking to you. You should consider yourselves lucky. Not a lot of people walk away from what you did.
Oh.
I guess
I
we're
meant
a
the-
special kind of strange.
I meant the caves.
Well, we couldn't exactly walk away from the cave. We kind of fell into it.
Not a lot of people would have made it out of there.
Well, we got
Oh,
very lucky
yeah,
that
that-
we didn't die from the
yeah.
fall itself, and then
Yeah.
thankfully down there it wasn't as bad as it could have been. We got
I've seen a lot of it. I've seen a lot of adventurers go a bad way, especially
saw
out
it-
there. I mean, have you seen it out there?
Yeah, I mean,
Looks
we
like the
saw
bu-
2 cultists and a bunch of zombies. I think there was a mimic, but we never fought them.
It looks like the battle of the fucking gnome lands out there. It's real bad.
Well, I forgot about
I've
the
no doubt.
Nomans.
I lived basically my entire life in the Hollow. Apparently,
lived in
the Hollow
West.
over here being different,
Particularly
but
bad.
living in the Hollow itself is like being in a constant war, in of itself. There's just it's unique.
Aye. So, everyone heading in? Okay.
Can make it.
Ah, good, you are here!
Make room because
Pizza?
there's a
We have been
very-
waiting. Yes, I know. Everyone, scooch. Scooch.
How does he even fit
Scooch.
through the doorway?
Relic is going to mage hand a slice of pizza and then nuzzle up into the fluffy goodness of Sir Owl Barrington.
Sir Barenstein.
Amelia debates on having pizza.
That's cheese.
Yeah, that's exactly why she's debating on it.
Slice of pizza.
I've decided it's pizza. Fuck you.
Now that we are all gathered at... Sir? Just outside the door there.
He doesn't like talking.
Would you care to join us?
There's pizza.
There's cheese.
You shut the door.
There's
The door
pizza
tent
in
flap.
cheese. There's
We
pizza.
close the tent flap behind you so that you can't fucking leave. I can't control my players.
I'm gonna stand in front of the door.
Maybe,
Just wait
maybe
until
we'll
I
hear
get
about
mentioned.
people you can kill, Duskin.
Oh.
Right then. This group here has discovered the library. And we now know what we must do. We have to recover the 3 crystals. The writing refers to their locations, but only vaguely. We know that they are located on the continents here, here, and here. One of the continents he points to is Adia, the other one is Caldaria, and you guys are not sure about the other.
Oh, I didn't know there was a third continent.
There are many continents.
Huh. Shows how far away I've been from...
So Berenstein, we are giving you the Caldaria campaign. And Berenstein gives a nod and says, "It is an absolute honor and a privilege." He turns to your group. You 5, we're sending you to Adia.
Oh.
We do have a
Okay.
lead on where the first crystal might be. And our third group here, they will take the 3rd location.
Do you think it would have anything to do with a lady by the name of Sandra?
Do hold your questions until the end of the presentation. And he seems a bit taken aback by you mentioning that name. So you've definitely... there's something there. Right. Bernstein, you 3, you have your assignments. You are dismissed, and Berenstein and this group here all make their way out. Siler goes with them.
My chair.
And, yeah, as he gets up, he's like, "I do apologize. I know I am quite fluffy.
I am so fluffy.
But I must partake in my duties."
Relic gives them one last chin scritch before they go.
Oh, yes, that is quite nice, thank you. Yes. Yes.
Feeds them a little bit of cheese.
Right, yes, that's enough now. Yes, enough.
Matthew
Stop.
approaches
Stop.
pizza.
I said stop!
But you're so fluffy.
I know that you must have self-restraint.
You're getting cute
Relic
aggression.
Relic gives them puppy dog eyes.
This shows the picture of Spine-Trap from the Christmas
He
episode.
exits the tent. Alright, hang on. I need to
When,
drink
when-
lots of water when I do this guy's voice. Hang on.
When I get the slice of pizza, it's like witnessing giving a Victorian child a Jolly Rancher.
Where are you getting this pizza business? That's
Right.
cheese!
Not pizza.
Friggin' cheese wheel! It's sitting there on the table!
It's a
It's
pizza.
cheese pizza.
It's a cheese pizza.
Would you all like some cheese?
What do you call this?
That's cheese.
Relic is
Swiss?
gonna mage. Relic will mage hand another slice of pizza.
Cheese.
Relic, the 2-slice rule. You're on your last.
Well, everyone left without taking any.
Do please.
Has
save
everyone
some for
else
the
had a
rest.
second slice?
No. The 5 of you missed most of that briefing. We do not know where the crystal is precisely, but we know who may have a lead. So, 2 things before you head out. First, head to Riverside and locate... let me see if my notes here.
Waiting for somebody to barge in and be like, "Hey, has anyone seen my pizza?"
Get out! There is no pizza here!
We ate him.
Relic uses prestidigitation to summon a mini pizza.
Okay, I got it. Two things
It just
before
looks-
you head out. First, head to Riverside and find Old Man Hickory. He
Old
may-
man Hickory.
He may seem odd at first. So, remember the code phrase. The roses are quite bright this time of year.
Okay.
You may want to write that down.
Roses
Really,
are
just-
quite bright this time of year.
Yes.
When the subject of writing something down is brought up, Relic just looks at Amelia.
But I like to write things down. I'm a very forgetful person.
Did you mean Adeline?
Yes. Relic doesn't remember the name.
That is actually the second matter. I need you to head for Whitefall to bring Miss Lockhart home.
Miss Lockhart?
I gather she has not been wholly honest with you. Is my assessment accurate?
Virgil just raises
Why
an
do we
eyebrow.
gotta be the ones to babysit?
The Lockhart family is one of our largest investors.
Question.
Yes.
Well, the question to GM.
Yeah.
Is Whitefall the human capital?
You do know Whitefall as the human capital and the largest city in Adia.
So you know the casually the town that I'm fairly certain Relic is from.
You're fairly certain?
Yes.
It's your character.
I don't recall where I set my hometown to.
Oh my god.
I didn't put it in my biography. Anyway, so do I recognize the name Lockhart?
Make an insight check.
Do I get advantage?
Because you are from Whitefall, potentially... You're from the human kingdom, right?
Oh, for sure. My character's human and from Adia.
Alright. I'll allow it. The Lockhart family, Adeline's a fucking noble.
Well, duh.
They're, one of the noble families in Whitefall. They report directly to the king. It is also not out of the question that they have someone in line for the throne.
Oh.
Hope it's not her.
It's not.
Good.
Jeez, man. I gotta be
Relic fucking hates her.
I'm gonna protect all the other people in line for the throne so she can't have it.
Jesus Christ.
Honestly, Relic will be in line for the throne before her.
I wholeheartedly appreciate the work that you've done, and you have protected her very courageously. I trust you kept her in the back line, so quite good. But it is important that she... And he kind of looks down at her. And she's got that look. She really wants to go with you guys.
Like how
What's
quick
looks
that
at the
was.
another
party.
wisdom to this
No.
party?
She really wants to go with you guys.
Relic looks at the party with the look of, does she really have to come with us?
More the merrier, right? Right?
The one that she's scared of.
Oh no.
She looks over at Father Jacobs. She starts to rethink it.
It's really worth it.
She rethinks her desire to stay with.
Do you really want to stay with us, especially if that sounds mean? Let me rephrase that.
Especially because of you just
One of our
vaguely
members.
gesture at Father Jacob.
She
Oh
kind of
my-
glances
That'd
over
be
at
really funny.
glances over at Matthew. Starts to
Smile.
question the decision. Then looks at everyone else and then gives a really, really firm nod. The Gunthorian
Like,
sees
get out
this, and he's like, "It would make all of us here less anxious if you were to bring her straight home. But I cannot
You
deny
know-
she would be useful to you."
Can we get a reward up front for this?
Make a persuasion check.
Where's my money?
Yes, yes, yes,
Where's my
yes.
fucking money?
Make a persuasion check.
I'm gonna use my port roll of 15 and add my persuasion of +2 for a 17.
17, huh?
Yep.
He kind of looks you up and down. Half up front.
Relic looks to Duskin of all people for approval.
I must warn you, it does not pay too much. But we're having you do this because you are going that way anyway.
Oh, right, we are going to a
How much is it paying?
Let's see here. We can offer you a reward of 250.
Is that gold or
250
platinum?
what?
That is gold.
Oh.
Platinum, don't be ridiculous. We look like we're made of money.
Good point.
Good lord, we
point.
just crashed an
No, oh my
airship.
god.
Looks at his armor. Yes.
We just crashed an airship.
That was
You
your
guys like fire. You guys
choice.
got
And it
plutonium.
was glorious.
That's where all the fucking money goes.
It worked, didn't
I'm
it?
trying to rethink what she thought.
Can I also get your autograph on something?
What would that be?
Relic walks over, holds out their hands like, can I get a piece of paper?
Adeline steps aside, and he's like, "Oh yes, of course."
Relic was specifically asking Adeline for the piece of paper.
Oh yeah, Adeline hands you some. Just rips a bit out of the notebook.
Perfect. Relic is going to take that notebook paper and have Gunthorian sign it.
A fan, I see. It would be an absolute honor. and he grabs a quill pen and ferociously writes down his autograph.
He writes his autograph so large
It-
that it actually reaches
there
the
is
table.
a lot of vigor that goes into these pen movements. Ha ha!
Thank you.
Indeed. Now, there was another matter that I planned to bring up. There was a name that one of you mentioned. Sandra, I believe I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me, why do you bring up this name?
Well, we found one of her daggers.
I present the dagger.
Let me see. And he gently takes it from your hands. He uses both hands and examines it. This is a very finely crafted blade. Sandra Pinehoof. I know this name. I know
As
it well.
do I, but for other legends.
I know it well. She is one of the wild whirlwinds. They made us all look like fools during the dragon crisis of 872 post-fracture. It is a fine blade. I am sure she would want it returned.
I intend to.
That is good news.
I have
Former-
other business.
Former Wild Whirlwind is not a bad ally to have.
Well, it is more I'm dying to try a sample of their vineyard.
Ah, you are familiar with Sandra's vineyard.
I've only had a sip or two.
Finest
Coming-
Ungaran wine
coming-
in a deal.
Coming from the man who can't be distracted by taste, huh? Virgil just kind of says that and just has a sly, like, smirk on his face, like, just
This
teasing
is
Jacob.
different. Wine is very different.
But it's such a distraction. He's like, Virgil is clearly taking the piss right now and making it very obvious.
You can't go your entire life without distractions, but you can control the times that you aren't distracted.
I suppose.
Speaking of Relic, remind me, how old are you?
Why does that matter?
Because
Yeah.
outside of religious sanction, I can't give alcohol to a minor.
I mean, I'm older than 18.
Huh.
Can I do an insight check on whether I feel comfortable giving a minor a little bit of grape juice?
I'm gonna make an insight check, but for a different reason.
Just the general, I'm old enough.
Here's a great tip that you absolutely know. The drinking age in Angara is 18 years old. Which is funny because they have stronger alcohol, yet a lower drinking age.
Is the drinking age in Adia still 21?
Yes.
That's funny.
Yes, it is.
Just don't go too crazy with it.
I still expect you to at least attempt to attend my worship. Wine is sacred, you see.
Relic just has a poker face.
He's just listening to you like, okay.
Is it as sacred as gold?
So you're telling me all I have to do is zone you out for a few hours and I get some booze?
Sounds like a good trade-off.
Right. Though it would, again, it would make us all more comfortable if you sent her home immediately. But I cannot deny she would be useful to you. I do ask that you bring her home eventually, though.
Well, knowing now that she is royalty, I find it would be pretty important that she get home where she is in the best protection possible.
I stay out of trouble. I'll stay on the I'll stay on the boat. I can take care of myself.
It's not that we
And-
don't think you can. It is that you are a person of importance. Therefore making you a target. It's not that you're not capable. It's the fact of you have more eyes on you than an average Joe Schmo like me or something would have. There's a lot more at stake.
I will leave the decision to your discretion.
Wait, we have a choice on that?
Indeed. But
Relic's like, I can say no!
your top priority is finding the crystal, of course. But you know our saying,
That was
thou shalt get distracted every time. So if you were to slay a few dragons and fulfill a few side quests along the way, it's not like we're going anywhere here. The wall has held this long. It can
Wait,
hold
I've heard
yet
that there's no
longer.
dragons. Is that true?
Hmm?
Like, well, I guess we did run into a dragon during that crash.
We did kill a dragon.
Yes,
There's
Well,
no
Scylla.
dragons.
Scylla also mentioned a dragon's lair.
That is true. That dragon looks like
That fucker was big.
Yeah.
It is
really?
known that the Lord of Cinders once resided in these mountains.
Hmm.
That is where you found the dagger, yes? Oh, he hands the
Yeah,
dagger
yep.
back to you, by the way.
It looked big enough to be him. That was one hell of a skeleton.
Mayhaps you stumbled upon their battleground.
It looks like a battleground. There are dead bodies everywhere.
Yes.
Get him in there. How did you get in there?
Yes, from what I understand, the GM worked very hard on that map.
The what now?
What'd I say? I don't know why I
GM?
said that. Oh, look at me.
What's a GM?
Don't worry about it.
I think it's some sort of a vehicle.
Speaking of vehicles, I do believe Scylla is waiting for you. He will sort out your transportation.
Oh, okay.
Oh, before we go, what about the gold?
Ah, correct!
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is
that'd be nice
important.
to have.
I did say the half up front. And so he goes over and reaches into the chest here and sort of goes, let's see, 5. What did I say? The reward was 250, so that's. Wait, hold on. He moves back over here, reaches under the table, pulls out an abacus. And he's like, 2, 3, 4. Starts counting on his fingers. 7, 8. I apologize. Economics are not my strong suit.
Yeah, I know.
So that's.
Let me help you count.
No, wait. I've got it. Don't tell me. So it's 12 of these little platinum ones, and as for the gold, it's this many. And he pulls up 4 fingers. No, wait, no, it's this many, and he switches it to 5. Sorry. Yes. Now I've got it. Ha ha! Scylla usually handles the economics. Here you are. And he hands you a pouch of 12 platinum pieces and 5 gold. Which, now that I remember, Relic, you were scooping up gold pieces off of the floor in the dragon's lair.
Yeah.
Go ahead and add 58 gold pieces, 12 silver, and 38 copper if you choose to keep the copper.
No, the copper isn't important.
Okay.
So
Sorry, I forgot that.
Okay, we're getting 12 platinum and 5 gold.
Oh, yes, it's payday.
Totaling, what is
Okay.
it?
125.
Yes.
Are we doing individual money, or are we gonna have the party treasurer? I feel the party treasurer is just easier.
I mean, that's up to you.
Yeah,
guys.
in this case, especially when we have like 12 platinum, I'm not sure how I'm going to split that against 5 people.
I mean, I assume in character we
No
We
worries. If
carry
you guys are
it
divvying
separately,
up money amongst yourselves, I can be left out. That is quite fine.
I guess I'll take 2 platinum and 5 and 1 gold.
Right, and as you turn to leave, you hear Gunthorian, "Good luck, brave members of... what was your name again?
Oh,
Father Jacobs.
Do you not have one?
I was thinking the Traveling Nightmares, but I don't know if that's a good name.
It's not entirely important. Just one day. The name. It's very important. But
We
until
will
then,
we'll have a name once we are more established as a group.
right, good luck! And if you die, may it be glorious!
Adeline's
The
also
same to you,
asleep.
Gunthorian. May Kellenborg just
Adeline is still
barely
very,
if he
very
becomes.
tired, bags in her eyes and all that.
Leaning.
Are they as baggy as Father Matthews?
No.
No, wait, he is permanently
Nothing is
like
as baggy
corpse.
as him.
I
And
lean into Virgil and I'm just like, what do you think of the Strange Brigade?
It is unique.
I'm
I'll
gonna
give it
stop
that,
you right
but-
there. That's under copyright.
Oh, I thought I could sneak it. Oh well,
Nope, we play the same video games.
that is true. So it won't get approved, but I'll say it nonetheless.
You guys went too far. Siler's way over here.
Oh, I didn't know we had to stop by. I'm sorry.
As you're walking over, Adeline is like, I'm sorry.
Oh, good.
What do you think about the sensor bleep?
What do you think about this?
We're not calling ourselves the Beast. That would be horrible.
I don't think it's appropriate to call ourselves that.
What's wrong with the beep beep?
People would say strange things about us. Really strange things.
We'll receive a cease and desist. A courier just comes out of nowhere. Cause I'm gonna deliver. Your hands only. It looks to be a cease and desist.
No, a harpy lands in front of you.
Cease and desist.
Airmail.
Airmail. You're going to court. Fuck.
Those are quite common, I hear. Those cease and desists.
That would be really funny though. Just airmail. You're going to court. God damn it, jury duty again.
Day 75.
Wait, hold on. What if we
jury
call
duty.
ourselves the Strange Misfits?
Day 72. I have jury duty again, and I still don't have clothes.
I guess it's a really on the nose one, but I don't know. The Strange Misfits work, or the Strange Goths. I don't know. Then again,
Well,
Duskin
not-
isn't exactly
not all,
goth.
though. That's all. I'm gonna stop myself. I was gonna
We
say
just
something.
look. We just look like this, okay? I'm
It's
just a drow.
The majority over here are. It's just. The most of us. The other two are colorful.
The Misfit
can't-
Wanderers?
We
Right,
can't
if
leave
you
them in.
lot are done trying to
Sorry.
sort out a name, we like to get things moving.
Okay.
Yeah, all good.
fate
What are you
of the
thinking about
world
it?
might be in the balance, as it were.
Yeah,
Also, this
yeah, I don't
accent is really hard to do.
I understand. No worries.
Wait, but isn't that your actual voice?
Aye. What I say? What I say that? Aye, it's
My natural way of speaking sucks dick, and I
Yes.
have trouble talking.
It's a winter day.
I can't stop it, man.
Alright, so the lot of you, and you two over there. He waves you over, Duskin and Relic.
Look what I found on the ship.
What is it?
Oh no.
There.
Yeah.
I just
With the
imagine
big chunker.
finding.
It'll
look
probably
at that.
it'll probably just be easier to move over there.
I just imagine all the airships just have it carved in the side of them. It just says Duskin was here.
Right, so you lot, you got the idea job, right?
Yes.
That's good, yeah.
Yes.
Right, you lot are being given, command of, one of our Swiftshire class sky skiffs. I know, that's a lot of S's, but we're giving you lot the right to rename it or whatever you want. These are brand new, right off the shelf.
Wait, are we getting this to keep?
Technically, it's not even ours.
Oh.
That means it's ours now.
We rent them out, or, well, we are the ones renting them. We're not allowed to crash these. So, if you lot actually crash one of these, you lot are gonna have to foot at least half the bill. It's not gonna be a good time.
What would that look like, perchance?
I'm gonna say a lot of zeros. A lot of zeros.
Aye, at least 1,000. Our last estimate, yeah, at least 1,000. Now, if you crash it accidentally, then we pick up the insurance. So basically, what I'm saying is, don't fill it to the gunnels with explosives and crash it yourselves.
Gotcha.
So insurance fraud.
Right.
Make it look like an accident.
Right, that's the last thing we need. So, let's get you acquainted with the Swiftshire, shall we? Now, she's not large, and as you guys climb on, you start looking below the decks, it's cramped.
With?
I'm a pretty cramped person.
It's
as is,
cramped.
but it doesn't bother me much.
I have the map ready, actually, but it's not in Foundry yet.
Okay.
That sounds like something for next session.
It is something for next session. This is the end. So, Swiftshire Pro, very fast. She'll get you to Adia in 2-3 days.
Okay.
Cons, as you can see, she's not really packing heavy armament. As he points out the two forward-facing heavy crossbows.
Anyone know how to use those?
So, if the lot of you stumble upon a fight, best you be going the other way,
Just beeline it. Gotcha.
right?
Duskin, please tell me you know how to cook.
I do.
There is a stove below deck.
Relic's eyes, like, looking at Duskin, but can't help to flick over to Matthew.
You can just say you don't like my cooking.
Why? I mean, it's good that Duskin knows how to cook. More cooks make more dishes.
You can never have too many cooks, I suppose.
Nay, you absolutely can. That's what I'm
The blow the
saying.
labor cost.
Everyone just skips out on Matthew night.
Matthew party.
Virgil
night
is
at the
going to
bloody
try it
umbrella.
at some point just because he's too nice to not try to be cordial.
At some point, when we do, settle down in our downtime, we will, distribute the rest of the fine wine, and it is delicious, but I'm not entirely pleased, Could be better,
Very fair. I will pass, though. I can leave it to the rest of
Relic, you get to have the wine, but you have to listen to Ramblings of the Night Mother.
Relic drinks the wine way too fast.
Just, I don't know.
Just like right when it gets to the
First
part where you're
timer.
supposed
And
to
then-
drink the wine, it's already gone, and you're just like, more please.
And then, suddenly, without warning, the airship map becomes available.
Yeet.
I haven't finished putting down tokens yet.
Oh, great. One of us is gonna have to sleep on the floor.
They are bunk beds.
Oh,
Or-
okay. I guess it
or-
doesn't really matter to Amelia. She doesn't really sleep. She just...
Looking around below deck, I think the
Covers.
grid might still be... I don't know, this feels a little... You know what? Nah, it's fine. Right.
I'm sure Princess Lockhart won't mind sleeping on the floor.
I'm not a princess.
Virgil
excuse
fucking climbed
me,
underneath the
princess.
fucking bunk bed.
There are 8 bunks below deck, and, Alright, so the 8 bunks, that's enough for the 5 of you. And
That
the line over there,
implies
and
that-
your helmsman. Unless one of you wants to fly it.
Relic needs it, doesn't it?
Duskin's just like, I can fly this. Do you have any training in this? No.
Are you
but I'm
qualified
confident.
to...
No.
Are you
Just no. I will fly it by sheer confidence.
Are you qualified to fly a Class A airship?
Absolutely not.
Right, we'll get you a
But I
helmsman.
want to. No. I fly.
We can't allow that.
Get off my airship.
I mean, technically, it's not your airship, because it's not our airship. It's not ours to give. We do need this one back.
And I will give it back. In one piece. Just let me fly.
I really can't do that.
Let me fly.
Make a really high DC persuasion check.
Watch it be a nat 20.
With disadvantage. Because he does not trust you.
I will get this no matter what I roll. Even if I fail this, the future will have Dustin at the helm.
Duskin is wild card.
Well, you failed. You needed a
Not
24.
At all.
You needed a 24 there. You didn't get it. He just looks at you as like, nah. Look at you, helmsman. So there's just the matter of the name. Did you lot have a name in mind?
I barely know these people.
I meant the ship.
Oh. The ship's name.
You lot can sort out your own little group name later.
Hey, Duskin, what are you calling your new ship?
Oh. Hmm.
Just immediately super pumped.
The SS Reaper? I don't know. That sounds too edgy. I admit. Did I cut out?
No.
I think.
No.
Oh, okay.
I think we can announce the name next time.
This is late.
I agree.
Okay. I did kind of spring this on you.
Yeah, it's a lot of things where it's like, naming needs to be done. It'll probably be more done in between sessions, so that way we have ample time to decide.
Right, so, this guy comes aboard, he's like, hello.
Hi.
You know, I ain't got no idea.
Fucking what?
Yes, I think we're going to idea. I think that's what he said.
Okay, good, I'm the boat.
I think.
Yes.
Ernst just gives 2 thumbs up.
He gives you a thumbs up right back.
It's just like,
He looks confused, but he's like, yep. Grab the boat and get real good in my wraps.
hey, more power to him.
Goes over to you, Tuscan.
He said he's gonna ride the boat, alright?
Man, Justin's an asshole.
What are you saying?
I actually don't understand Duskin's dialect. I've never heard of this guy before.
Tuscan's just taking the piss out of this guy.
They understand each other, like, exactly.
I talk unga bunga too, brother.
Actually, this is undercommon.
Alright,
Okay, I would be able to understand it if it was.
listen here, you little shit. I don't speak. Look, my Sylvan is not that good. You just move so I can drive the boat.
Respect. Just respect the man.
I know what I needed in me. Right, so you lot can sort out the whole naming when you land. Just so we have a reference, where are you going first?
Well, they said so. Oh, what? What's the area you're supposed to be going? There's Whitehall, but there's also another area we brought up.
Riverside.
Riverside, yeah. Guess
Aye.
Riverside will be first.
Hey, Riverside. Nice place. Here, hang on. And he jumps off the boat real quick and give me a second to put this together.
I believe.
You just gonna leave him? Where the hell is it? Found it. Okay. This one. Okay. And a few moments later, he comes back and is like, alright, so if you're heading that way, you're probably gonna need this. And he unfurls a map before all of you. Do you guys have a token here? Here we go. And can you see it now?
Mhm.
Okay. And it is a
Yes.
full up-to-date map of Adia. It's like, alright, so you lot were mentioning Whitefall and Riverside. This is Whitefall here, and that right there, Riverside, stone's throw away from Barthmont. Lovely place. I do hear Riverside's gotten much better since everything that happened during Dragon Crisis. So,
Wasn't there a town that was overrun by demons?
aye, that was Steadfast. That was right here, smack dab in the middle. And by the way, these will all be labeled next time you guys see this map, so don't worry. So, what I'd recommend is you head over to the main branch here. Just report in. It's a real brisk walk through the woods there over the riverside. That's just my suggestion, though. You lot can go wherever you want. He rolls the map back up, hands it to you.
Looks to Duskin as the figurative pilot.
I'm gonna open up this.
I'll do
You may have not convinced the person in charge of the airship, but you've captured our hearts and minds.
Right,
It
so
all.
I'm guessing you lot want me to get out of here so you can get to your adventuring. So, I know it doesn't need saying, but good luck.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
And he reaches out to shake your hand.
Which Virgil does.
Anyone else?
I'll shake a hand.
Just robot arm. Yeah.
A little bit.
Right. As he turns to go and head back down the ladder, and you look after that one, and he points to Adeline as he descends back down the ladder. Helmsman looks at you as like, ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's fly this bitch.
Pulls a lever, starts turning a few knobs and all that, and then the airship climbs into the air. Off to new lands, new adventures, and new faces. And that's where we're gonna leave off.
Oh, I should have grabbed another slice of pizza.
It's cheese!
That's actually what I had for dinner today, believe it or not. I had a lot of pizza. It was really good.
I can finally have more solid foods. I had burger.
Yay!
It's getting late. I need to be getting to bed. Let's hurry it up.
Right. Okay, so, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I know it might have been a little bit slow, but this is more of a transition session. Transitioning into the bigger adventure. Which, by the way, you all have bested me. You have beaten the intro, and that will allow the party to go up to level 4.
Let's go.
You all got your level up.
Okay then.
So we can sort that during Conversation Castle. Thank you all so much for watching. This was amazing. We'll see you guys next time.